Hi everyone and welcome back to this week's video. This week I wanted to talk to you about how to start receiving criticism with grace. But before I talk about the how-to part, let me highlight one thing. Criticism is nothing more than feedback. Everything that we do will always have a cause and effect. So whatever it is that we choose to do might be the cause of the effect, such as getting criticism. But what if we viewed it from a more neutral place? Instead of thinking that somebody is trying to attack us for our decisions or our actions and behaviors, we start believing that people are actually giving us feedback on what we're putting out. This applies to everything across the board, from how you are conducting yourself professionally or in relationships, how you're handling a specific situation versus how it is that you are living your life in alignment and integrity. Now, why do I say this? Well, first and foremost, I can think of so many instances that occur on a regular basis where people potentially around me are not receiving criticism in the right way. And I guess this happens to a lot of us. It's a matter of ego. You see, our ego likes to cling really tightly to our identity, and nobody likes receiving criticism because we would all like to think that we're pretty perfect. So when we do something wrong, it's so easy to deny the fact that we actually did it. Think about all the times that you have interacted with people where you point out a fault or you point out where something has gone wrong as a result of their actions, and instead of them telling you that, oh, I'm sorry, they probably end up saying, well, no, it's because so and that and all these other reasons. What they're really doing is deflecting. They're deflecting and not taking personal responsibility. And that type of behavior is actually very debilitating. It's debilitating because when you don't take responsibility, it means that you're not in a power to shift or change. And more importantly, if criticism is only feedback and we come from a place of neutrality, we are in an open-hearted space of receiving what is actually coming back to us in terms of what we've put out. So the self-correcting piece becomes a lot easier. Another example that I can think of in terms of criticism is how people get naturally very defensive. So deflecting is one way people handle criticism, but defensiveness is another big one. How often have you spoken to people and then all of a sudden you feel, vroom, a wall comes up? It happens to me really often, especially in the line of work that I used to do, where I would be telling people that they may have potentially committed something that goes against the rules. Everybody would like to believe that they're a great law-abiding citizen, and even if that is in a corporate context where they're actually a great law-abiding corporate citizen. Now, think about why people get really defensive. First and foremost, nobody wants to actually admit to the fact that they're wrong, or when they are consciously doing something wrong, they're actually doing it believing that they're doing something right because it serves their purpose. Most of the time, people that commit felons and crimes are doing it because they feel it's justified. Think about the robber who actually robs a family of whatever it is that is in their home because he feels that he needs to feed his own children, or because he has an ailing parent in the hospital. These are stories that sometimes we hear on the media, and as much as we would like to extend compassion, we also cannot because we feel that the victims have been wronged. Well, now bring this back to a micro context. Think about this in your own life. Consider when it is that you've been really defensive when the universe is giving you feedback, when they're basically telling you that you could do things better, but instead of saying, oh yeah, really, you're right, you've got a point there, I really could do things better, you're actually going out there and saying, I don't need your feedback, I got this all done perfectly well, and I have no room for improvement. Well, you know what? If you have no room for improvement, that means you've got no room for anything better to come into your life. That means no more room for money, no more room for better relationships, no more room for just a lot more joy and happiness coming your way. So next time somebody gives you criticism, consider how maybe from their vantage point, whatever it is that you've put out, be that energetically, verbally, or even silently with your body language, has led this person to give you such criticism. And use this feedback to your advantage. So that's it from me, and I will speak to you in my next video. Oh, and for those of you who aren't familiar with me, my name is Judy Wong, and I'm a two-time international best-selling author of The Softer Side of the Corner Office and Don't Wait in the Wings. And I am also a Fortune 500 consultant and coach. So for those of you that would like to schedule a call with me, I will leave my link below. Feel free to click on it and schedule a breakthrough call so I can run through some of the things that I've discussed in this video with you. Thank you.